Hi there, boys and girls. We are continuing on with our fractions and we are on lesson 13. This is the problem set. So let's go ahead and get started on this. The shape represents one whole. Write a unit fraction to describe the shaded part. So the shaded part here in letter A is 1/2. In number 2, it's 1/4. Now let's look at the second column. The shaded part here represents one whole. Okay, so now we're imagining in our head, this is the whole. Divide one whole to show the same unit fraction you wrote in part A. So now I'm going to divide this in half because we want to show 1/2. So now this part is 1/2. Actually, I divided that wrong, boys and girls. Those parts are not equal. It should go like this. And now we can show 1/2 on there. Letter B. So this is now the whole that we're working with, just that shaded part. And we want to show this unit fraction. So we're going to divide that into fourths. And we can show 1/4 on there. Now, number 3A, that is showing 1/3. So now, this is going to be tricky. We need to divide this. These are going to be teeny tiny pieces, right? And this makes me think back to, I'm going to shade one of those in. So we have 1/3 over here. It makes me think back to the pizza question we had back on, I think it was lesson 11 problem set, where they were comparing a small pizza and a larger pizza and how the fractional units were different. Number 4A, the fractional unit is 1/5. So now we're going to make this our whole and divide it into fifths. And we can see how much smaller 1/5 over there is to 1/5 in letter A. Same unit fraction, but it looks different. Go ahead and do number 5A and B on your own and come back when you're finished. Hopefully your number 5A and B looks like mine. So we had 1/6 over here. We used this as our whole, divided it into sixths, and showed 1/6 over there. Let's go on to number 6. We're going to use the diagram to complete the following statements. So we have 3 ropes. We have rope A, rope B, rope C. They're all different lengths. So we're going to do comparisons based on rope A being the whole, okay? So letter A says rope blank is 1/2 the length of rope B. So rope B, we're looking at the size of rope B, is rope C or rope A half the length of rope B? If you're thinking C, you're correct. Rope C goes right up to there. It's about half the length of rope B. Letter B, rope blank is half the length of rope A. So here's rope A. Is rope B half the length, half the size, or is rope C? If you're thinking B, you are correct. Letter C, rope C is 1/4 the length of rope A or B. Well, if we use my pointer and draw an imaginary line up here, and if rope C is not half the size of rope A, I think we could get 4 of those parts out of there, couldn't we? So rope C is 1/4 the length of rope A. Letter D, if rope B measures 1 meter long, so let's pretend that measures 1 meter long, then rope A is blank meters long. Well, rope A is twice the size of rope B, so it would be 2 meters long. And rope C is half the size of rope B, so half of one is 1/2. Now here's a challenge, letter E. If rope A measures 1 meter long, so now let's pretend rope A measures 1 meter long. Rope B is blank meters long. Well, rope B is half the size of rope A, so half of one is 1/2. And rope C is, we said it was 1/4 of rope A, so it would be 1/4 meters long. Keep this handy, use it as a guide. You will be doing homework problems and you can use your problem set as examples.